Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May the 7th, and this is the 10th day of our state of emergency here at Township Muskoka Lakes. A little bit of information for you. It appears that though Lake Rosseau and Joe went down a little bit 2 days ago, yesterday the water levels remain stable. Lake Muskoka is down about an inch or two, and the Moon River again 2 to 3 inches over the last 24-hour period. So we're seeing a recession in the water levels. We do know that they're holding some water back north of Bracebridge and north of Huntsville, which is allowing Lake Muskoka to recover, so to speak. We still, again, are under a state of emergency. People have been asking of us, when are we going to move from state of emergency and move to a recovery phase? At this particular point, we are going to remain in a state of emergency, especially as long as there are any closed roads and people cannot access their properties. This is changing daily. Yesterday we opened up 2 roads, and over the next coming days we anticipate opening up some more. I do believe, however, we'll probably remain in a state of emergency between now and the end of the week, if not probably early to mid next week before we make that change. Again, recovery is not where we're at today. We have been discussing in our Emergency Operations Committee recovery plans and in anticipation when we get there, but we are still under state of emergency. The one good news, our Millstream Dam in Bala, because of the water receding on Lake Muskoka, we are no longer topping over the dam and the water is being directed appropriately through the Millstream. So that's a great news story. We do have available for those people who are on wells or using lake water in their own water filtration systems. We do have water testing kits. They're available at the front desk of our municipal offices, number 1 Bailey Street here in Port Carling. Please feel free to stop by, pick up a water testing kit, and then you can take those into Gravenhurst to have your water sampled. May 2-4 is coming. We're less than 2 weeks away to that. It is anticipated that we will still have extremely high waters. Your dock will probably be underwater come May 2-4. I regret to tell you that. Be in conversation with your marinas. Talk about boats. You probably may or may not want to have boats put in the water. If you are on the water, Lake Muskoka is still under an operating restriction that only island properties are allowed to be out, and emergency vessels to protect island properties or when infrastructure is in jeopardy. If you're on Lake Rosseau or Joe, you are allowed to boat. However, please ensure that you are always at idle, regardless of where you are. If your contractors are out there or you're out for a sightseeing tour on Lake Rosseau or Joe, please do not go on plane. Do not even push beyond 6 kilometers an hour. Basically right now we are again in a status quo mode. Nothing is really changing. Our emergency committee will continue to meet on a daily basis, but we will probably suspend our daily updates like this until something changes. Check back in the next couple days. Hopefully we'll have some new news that more roads are open and maybe we can contemplate a removal of the state of emergency. But status quo, and this would be my final update for a couple days. The one good news piece, for those who are sort of local in the Bala area, we've been monitoring our water levels, again, through gauges on many of the docks. But I think the one piece of insight that we have is there's a fake or a clay fox on someone's front lawn, and the fox is now out of the water. So that's good news for everyone. And no more updates, potentially in a few days, but probably not tomorrow. Thank you, and thank you all for your support through this challenging time.